This is a summary of Week 6 and an introduction to Week 7 for global e-commerce. I hope you found the information about the many government policies and types of government, as well as trade agreements, barriers, and tariffs, interesting. As you learned, many times governments control the economies, since just a change in how they tax can have a large impact on an organization. If a business is considering doing business in another country, they need to be aware of the legal systems and political environment within that country before entering. Governments attempt to intervene for multiple reasons and use a variety of tools to do this. The article Basic Tariffs and Trade Barriers introduced you to different methods of intervention. Your responses on Flipgrid were excellent, and the examples used by many were outstanding. To summarize a few, Marcy shared an example of the local content requirements tariff that Trump is currently pushing to have 95% of car parts produced in the United States versus the current 62.5%. Basically, if an automobile produced in Mexico is to cross the borders into the United States tax-free, a certain percentage of the components have to come from North America. This is actually part of the NAFTA agreement, which is in the news every day. I challenge you to go to learn more about that. Travis also shared an interesting example about trade quotas that went way back to the 70s for textiles. And finally, Paige shared with us about intellectual property, which was very interesting as well. From your Flipgrid posts, it seemed that many of you were unaware of these tariffs and trade agreements. I really enjoyed watching your responses this way because it makes it seem like more human. Thanks for participating. So this week you will begin to explore social media, which is used as a tool to promote products. The discussion from your textbook is about social networks and their internet usage. You want to start reading about this first, since you need to know which social sites are being used and by whom, before you can delve into the social media aspect. Just knowing about how much advertising revenue these sites generate is almost mind-boggling. Another article I'm having you read is about the evolving role of social media in e-commerce. According to this article, the average person spends around an hour and 40 minutes browsing social media every day. Remember, this is an average. The other point in the article was about the use of apps and how the ease of use is very important to the follow-through purchase, meaning people will not buy if the app is too complicated. Think about that. Have you ever not purchased something for that reason? Do you use Amazon? Are you an Amazon Prime member? And then this leads us into SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization, which I think you will find fascinating. I have 2 videos out there about the concept. If you have not heard about SEOs before, you are in for a real treat to find the amount of impact they have in online business. We are now officially halfway through the term. I hope you are enjoying the class as much as I am. This is one of those classes where the information is continually changing, and that is why we have a current event each week. The current events so far have been very well done and thought-provoking. Thanks to those of you who have done their current event for this course. Have a great week, and as always, if you have questions or concerns, let me know as soon as possible.